Today we're going to talk about apps and extensions in Google Chrome web browser. Before we start, it's important to note that everything we talk about today must be done in the Google Chrome web browser. It won't work if you use Internet Explorer or Firefox, and this is because everything is linked to your Google account, and therefore you need Google Chrome. So to begin, let's talk about what are apps and extensions and where can I find them. So if you start from your home page that looks just like this, if you look in the top left-hand corner, you'll see a button that says Apps. This is where you can find all of your apps. If you haven't ever added an app, all you will see is the top row. Everybody has these apps already preloaded. The ones you see below are apps that I've added on my own. So what are apps? Apps are essentially just websites. Each of these I click on will take me to a different website. And so what is the point of this? Basically, it's just a new way of using your web browser, and it's very similar to a way that you would operate your smartphone, for example. If I have websites that I use very often, then all I need to do is navigate to my apps page, and I can just find what I'm looking for there. Extensions, on the other hand, are different. Extensions are additions to your web browser. Extensions often help with bookmarking or with making things a little bit more simple or enhancing your web browsing experience. And extensions work across all websites. So where can I find my extensions? If you look in the top right-hand corner, you'll see a row of different icons here. These are all extensions that I've added to my browser. Also, it may look like this. You can find them here. If your address bar is extended all the way, you'll just have a small button, and this is where all of my apps are. Otherwise, if you shorten your address bar, you can see all of your extensions here. I'll take a moment now and demonstrate how some of the extensions that I have work. For example, you'll see I have a Pinterest extension. And basically, when I click this extension, it pins the web page that I'm on to my Pinterest account. So, for example, if I was looking up recipes, and I happen to find a recipe that I really liked, I can click on the Pinterest button, and then I just choose the picture that I like, and then I can pin it on my Pinterest in recipes to try. Another extension that I use every single day is my Pocket. And Pocket is a bookmarking site. So let's say I was looking, like the other day, I was looking for story starters to get my students journaling. And maybe I came across a website with a lot of different story starters. That's not necessarily a good one. Okay, so maybe I like all of these story starters and I want to bookmark it and come back to it later. All I have to do is click on my Pocket and it's saved to my Pocket, and I can even add tags to find it later. So I would add a tag like story starter. And then I can go back later and find it where I bookmarked it. One final example of an extension that I use a lot is my URL shortener. So I often use Twitter, and when you use Twitter, you have to shorten the web address, and this makes it very simple. All I have to do is just click the URL shortener, and there it is right there. Click copy, and I've shortened my URL. So how do I find apps and extensions that I can add to my web page? If I click on the apps icon, the very first app you'll see is Store. You can also do a Google search for Chrome Web Store, and that will also take you there. So this is the Chrome Web Store where you can add all of your apps and extensions. Most of the apps, at least most of the educational apps, are free. However, some are paid. If you look on the left-hand side, you'll see the different categories. Often I just jump straight to the education category. And education is even further broken down by academic resources, family, foreign languages, which has a lot of Learn English sort of apps, and then teacher and administrative tools. You'll also see towards the top, many of the more popular apps are usually scrolling across the top. And so basically, if you find one that you're interested in, that one's a paid one, you can see it's buy. But if you find one that you're interested in, you can just click on it, and all of the information you want to know about the app is right here. So there's a description of the app here, more details here, and then often I find it very helpful to read the user reviews, because other people will tell you, what they like and what they don't like about the app. And also you can find related apps that are similar to the one that you've opened. So if you decide that this is an app that you would like to add, all you have to do is click on the plus sign and then click on Add, and that's it. And you can also click on Launch App here, but then you'll find when you go to Your Apps, it's been added. If I go App Happy and add too many apps and I decide that I don't really like a lot of them, you can easily remove them. All you have to do is right-click and remove from Chrome. And it's as simple as that. Adding extensions is done almost the same way. If you just scroll to the bottom on your left-hand side, and you will see the button for extensions. And here's where you can see all of the different extensions that you can add, and you'll see, like, if there's a green check mark in the top, that means that you already have it, which Pocket is one that I already have. So let's scroll through and find an app to add. There was one. Okay, I'm interested in checking out this extension called Strict Workflow, and basically it's to help you stay on task and stop playing around with Facebook. And so I'm just going to click on, if I click on the app, I can find more information and a description and the features and the different permissions. I'm going to add it, and it tells me what it's going to access. So if you're concerned about privacy and security, you'll know what the extension is accessing. And then just click on Add, and now you'll see the extension is in the top right-hand corner. In order to remove extensions that you've added that you don't want to use anymore, it's done in the same way as the apps. You just come and you right-click and remove from Chrome. And it's as simple as that. If you navigate to the Study Circle Google site, and then you click on the Apps and Extensions link under the Resources tab, you'll see a few different resources I've put up that have really great ideas for apps and extensions to use with your students and also to increase your own productivity. I really look forward to hearing about all of the different apps and extensions that you guys discover, and hope you have a good time shopping around for new tools for your classroom.